Hello, everybody, and welcome to Martin McDonough Gymnasium, and we are on Convent Avenue in Rutland for MSJ Boys Basketball. Coming up here for you tonight is the MSJ Boys are going to take on the Arlington Eagles. MSJ has a 5-1 record coming into this contest, so they've had a very, very good start to their season here so far, and this will be our first opportunity for the 25-26 season to see the MSJ Boys here on their home floor tonight. The team they are playing, Arlington, the Eagles, are 4-3 overall coming into this contest. As we look at the MSJ boys warming up here on the court, just in front of that Martin McDonough Gymnasium logo on the wall that you see. Just to check the one-loss records coming into the contest tonight, Arlington won their first 3 games of the season. They defeated Green Mountain Union High School, Sharon Academy, and Long Trail. Then went on a 3-game losing streak. They lost to the Pulteney Blue Devils, one of our fellow Rutland County teams. They lost to Rivendell and lost to West Rutland, another one of our nice Rutland County programs. And actually, West Rutland, one of the top team in the division. These teams all played Division 4 this year. Arlington defeated Leland and Gray just prior to this game tonight, so their last game was a win. So that's how their schedule breaks down, 4-3 overall. Let me show you the Arlington Eagles. They just came out here on the court. So these are the Arlington guys warming up here in their maroon and white. MSJ, as we said, with a 5-1 overall record. MSJ's first game of the season was a loss. They lost to West Rutland, the current top team. As we sit actually in the standing, it's West Rutland, the top team, MSJ right behind them, number 2. With their 5-1 record, and West Rutland is 6-0 overall. So things starting to heat up here in this Division 4. MSJ went on to win 5 straight. They defeated Bellows Falls, Twin Valley, Rivendell, Proctor, and Sharon Academy. So that's how their schedule breaks down coming into this contest here tonight. So these are the Mounties warming up here on the floor. Let me run down their roster here real quick for you as we watch them warm up here on the court. Wearing number 0 tonight will be Brandon Terrio. He's a guard, a senior. James Williams will wear number 12. He's a senior. 23 is Jacob Lambert, another senior. Let's see, we got a couple of more. Arthur Triner will wear number 3. Number 5 is Vincent Cavalieri. And number 32 is Ian Cornell. Those are all seniors. So a very good senior contingent here on this MSJ squad. Number 1 is Evan Ferguson. We're going to check the juniors now. We'll do it that way. Number 15, Phil Welsh. Number 2 is Gavin Triner. Number 33 is James Alt. 35 is Isaiah Reed. And number 11 is Wyatt Fry. He's a guard. Those are all juniors, couple of sophomores. Number 30, Cash Fortier, and number 4, Simon Corrali. Head coach, Mr. Nick Davis. His assistant coach, Mr. Anthony Cavalieri. And there you go. That is the entire MSJ roster. As we look at the Arlington Eagles warming up, we'll run their roster down. Number 3 is Ethan Pickering. 22, Will Calder. Number 21, Brady Cross. Number 2, Bryce Sheldon. Number 5, Carson Clark. Number 11 is Noah Wood. Number 1, Landon Hill. Number 15, Justin Ulrich. Number 12 is Tony Perez. And number 4 is Hogan McGuire. And there you go. That's the entire roster for the opponents, the Arlington Memorial High School Eagles. Their head coach, Mr. Kyle Callanan. And that is our roster information. As we have a pretty good crowd here on hand for this contest tonight. As we speak, we're sitting here on a Tuesday night, January 13th, 2026. A little bit chilly out there tonight, but we expect a very good basketball game coming up, and our starting introductions of our starters on the floor coming up as well. Martin McDonough Gymnasium is where we are situated here tonight, and we are going to have the starting introductions in just a moment here on the floor as the MSJ Mounties Varsity Boys will be taking on the Arlington High School Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mount St. Joseph Academy's Martin McDonough Gymnasium for tonight's Southern Vermont League matchup featuring the Eagles of Arlington High School and your MSJ Mounties. Mount St. Joseph Academy and Arlington High School remind participants and spectators of the requirements to behave in a respectful way. Sportsmanship.
Okay, and we're just about ready to have our starting introductions on the floor. We've given you the roster information for both of these teams, and right now the public address announcer is the athletic director, Dan Elliott. giving the VPA announcement.
Violation in the game or in the stands can result in the game stoppage, ejections, or forfeit. Let's all work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved. Now, for tonight's starting lineup. First, for visiting Arlington. At guard, SC number 3, Ethan Pickering.
All right, here's number 3, Ethan Pickering, will be the first starter introduced.
Number 21, Ray Cross.
Number 21 is Brady Cross, introduced as our second starter for Arlington.
Number 11, Noah Wood.
Noah Wood, number 11, now introduced.
Let's stop for number 1, Landon Hill.
Number 1 is Landon Hill.
Yeah, that guy. What freshman? Number 4, Hogan McGuire.
And Hogan McGuire will round out the starting 5. And there you go. That is the starters and the rest of the squad here for the Arlington Eagles, the opponent. Now the MSJ starters.
At guard, senior number 0, Brendan Darrow.
Number 0, Brandon Terrio.
12, James Williams.
Here's number 12, James Williams, introduced.
Senior number 3, Arthur Trainer.
Here's Arthur Trainer, number 3.
Yeah, that goes. A junior number 1, Evan Ferguson.
Evan Ferguson, number 1, now is their 4th starter, and here is number 5 starter, and wearing the number 2, Gavin Trainer.
Yeah, he's a coach by nickname. Please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, the playing of our national anthem. These are your 2 officials getting ready to referee our game here tonight. There's the half court at Martin McDonough Gymnasium. And here are the opponents, and they are the Arlington High School Eagles. Just a lot of great tradition to that Arlington High School basketball program and athletic programs down there in Arlington, Vermont. And for those not familiar, they are down around Manchester way, not far away from Manchester, Vermont, a little south of where we sit here in Rutland. right, just about ready to get this one underway, and we are underway. So it is going to be controlled first off the opening tip by the Arlington Eagles. Eagle basketball, top of the circle. Ethan Pickering out on top. Drive to the free throw line. Nice spinning. Well, I say it looked good anyway, but there was a little extra step in there apparently. A traveling violation. That's Noah Wood caught for the travel. So the ball going back to MSJ there on the traveling violation. Mounties will bring the ball down the floor or over the half-court line here first. Top of the circle, number 2 controlling it. Out on top is Gavin Trainer. Gets it over to number 1, and we'll get a shot put up there by Evan Ferguson. Going to miss the shot. Pickering with the rebound. This is Pickering, top of the Eagle circle. Puts up a shot, misses. Rebound away from the basket to Noah Wood. They'll kick it back out on top. A chance for the Arlington Eagles to reset the offense here. Mounties look to be in looks like a 2-3 zone or zone defense. And there's a tip, and that will be a takeaway. A steal by the Mounties. Good job there knocking that one loose. That was James Williams on defense. And there's a shot from the top of the circle. That, I believe, is going to be 3. We're going to give credit to Gavin Trainer on that one. Gavin will get the first basket of the ball game. It'll be a 3. All right, we had some violation here against MSJ. No, actually, we're just going to inbound it here, I guess. MSJ got the 3 with Trainer's shot there, so Arlington Eagles get ready to inbound. Full court pressure coming from MSJ. And the ball going to be thrown away at the Eagle end of the floor, going out of bounds at the sideline. So Eagles will be back waiting on defense. MSJ will bring the ball into play. This is number 2, Gavin Trainer, one of 2 Trainers here on the team for the Mounties. Little give and go to Trainer, too far under for a shot. Kicks it over into that corner. There's a shot, hit the side of the backboard. That was Arthur Trainer. Comes off the backboard, off the glass. I guess that'll be an out of bounds, so it goes back to the Eagles. That's going to be 3. Nicely done. All net deep left corner there. Hogan McGuire lighting it up all net on that one and makes it 3-3. Tie ball game here. Just about 2 minutes gone in the contest. MSJ, nice drive coming in right side. That's Evan Ferguson off the glass 4-2. Mounties go to the full court pressure. There's a turnover. Going to be a nice break right to the basket. Going to be shot for 2 and a foul on the play. Going to have a shooter on the line here. Nicely done there. Evan Ferguson hit the basket. Count that 2. He'll be on the line to shoot, and there will be a personal foul on Noah Wood. That's our first foul of the game. So number 1, Evan Ferguson, one of the juniors here on this MSJ squad, will be on the line, and he'll shoot 1 free throw. See if he can make a 3-point play of this. All right, and he does. MSJ going right back to the full court press. All right, Eagles did get a shot top of the circle. You just saw number 3, Ethan Pickering, take that shot. Ball comes off the rim. And apparently there was a foul. We have an MSJ player's number up there. That's Evan Ferguson, number 1 up on the board. His first foul, first team foul. And it's going to be Eagles inbounding it. So they'll do that with 5:29 left to go first quarter. All right, nicely done. Drive to the basket. Eagle shot, good for 2. Noah Wood for the 2 makes it 8-5. MSJ here by 3. Mounties will get a 3-point try. Evan Ferguson going to miss that. Rebound James Williams. Mounties keep it. Chance to reset. Back over on that left wing. There's a shot by Braden Theriot. Brandon Theriot from the top of the circle. Comes off the rim. Missed shot out of bounds, and Mounties will keep it. So they'll be inbounding with 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter. MSJ leads by 3, 8-5. This is Varsity basketball action. MSJ, one of the top teams in Division 4 at this point. There's a jumper, top of the circle. Gavin Treener missed that one. Rebound right back over to that corner. That's Brandon Theriot that just hit that bucket. He'll get 3 for that. Ball inbounded, knock right back out of bounds. So we'll try and do that again with 4:17 left to go first quarter. There's a steal by the Mounties. Picked off by Brandon Theriot. Flips it right over to Evan Ferguson for the basket. They do it again. On the inbound, we're going to have a timeout here, I would guess, is Gavin Treener on the second basket, but a couple of quick Mountie baskets there on turnovers by the Eagles. So Arlington wanted to talk about this here a little bit. Their head coach is Mr. Kyle Callanan. And all of a sudden, MSJ putting a little bit of a run together. They got a double-digit lead, 15-5, with 4:05 left to go in the first quarter. That's the Arlington Eagle basketball team you're looking at. As we said, they've had kind of somewhat of an up-and-down season. Coming into this game today at 4-3 overall. So they are all right. They're a one-loss record with more wins than losses. MSJ, as we said, moving to the Division 4 ranks. And the team ahead of them is the team that, the only team that beat them so far this season. That was back on the, I believe, the 13th of December, somewhere right in there. That was the first game of the season, just before the Christmas break. So that's MSJ's only loss, and they have a 5-1 record. West Rutland is at 6-0. West Rutland playing Poultney tonight as we speak. All right, ball inbounded. There is a breakaway layup attempt, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Probably a couple of shots coming here from Arlington's Ethan Pickering. So committing the foul for MSJ. Number 32, that is Ian Cornell. So Ian Cornell new into the game. Ian is a senior for MSJ, also out there for the Mounties. You see Wyatt Fry. Jacob Lambert on the floor. Vincent Cavalieri. Oh, Pickering drive to the basket. Look, he faked a pass there, kept it. And right in front, manages to get a shot off and hit for the 2. Here's Pickering with the steal at the MSJ end of the floor. MSJ did a good job getting quickly down the floor there, but so did the defense get down there quickly. That'll be an out of bounds at the MSJ end of the floor. Or correct that, Arlington end. Arlington will keep it. Ethan Pickering going to inbound. Simon Corrali in there with a shot attempt. There's Pickering at the other end of the floor with a shot. His will not go. Wyatt Fry on the rebound breakaway down the floor. Fry in for the shot. Got fouled. And the official right there in front of us, you could maybe see, said count that basket. And we'll have Wyatt Fry on the free throw line. Wyatt's going to shoot 1, so the basket was good. All right, so we have the clock stopped with 2:54 left to go in the first quarter. MSJ 17, Arlington 9. And we just had a moment ago, Wyatt Fry hit a shot. He was fouled, is on the free throw line to shoot one. Here's an out of bounds. The Eagles will keep it. MSJ back to the full court press. All right, Simon Caroli just picking up his first personal foul and will inbound again with 2:50 left to go first quarter. We got a pretty full house here. At least half to three-quarters full at MSJ's Convent Avenue Gymnasium. Oh, in and out. That one halfway down, came back out. Hogan McGuire put up that shot for the Eagles. Battle for the rebound. Mounty's going to win it. Eagles back quickly on defense. Here comes MSJ Simon Carali over the half-court line. Vincent Cavalieri got it. Now back top of the circle. Here's a drive to the basket. That is going to be an offensive foul. Driving in for a shot was Jacob Lambert. A little too aggressive on that drive. They're going to get him for the offensive with 2:15 left to go first quarter. All right, nice little teamwork right there into Jacob Lambert's hands. There's another turnover. Pass picked off. And shot hit there by Vincent Cavalieri. Little help on that last play from Isaiah Reed. All right, MSJ is going to pick up a foul right there. That's Jacob Lambert getting caught for a foul. That's the fifth MSJ team foul, so that is going to bring us to the free throw line. So we have a minute 55, 2 minutes basically, minute 55 left to go in the first quarter. MSJ has just hit that 5-team foul limit, so every foul hereafter will be a two-shot situation. And right now we are at the free throw line for the Arlington Eagles. Noah Wood will be on the line to shoot. Okay, MSJ's coach, Mr. Nick Davis, making a substitution in there. Assistant coach is Mr. Anthony Cavalieri. Looks like some help as well from Josh Sousa, very familiar on the sideline at the soccer games. All right, that is going to be, looks like a hand check foul there against Arlington. They got Noah Wood for that one, number 2 on him. Third team foul. The ball got loose, but recovered there underneath the MSJ basket. Nice recovery and a nice shot. Liam Sear going to get the bucket. And here's another foul. Actually, I said Liam Sear, and Liam's on the JV team. The number 1 is Evan Ferguson for the varsity squad, so I correct that. And we do have a foul here. The foul will be on number 1, Evan Ferguson will pick up the personal foul, and we have Ethan Pickering on the line to shoot. Pickering shooting 2. All right, the second one is good. Brings us to 1:33 left to go here. This is first quarter action. Three-point shot attempt at the MSJ end of the 4. Vincent Cavalieri, number 5, took a good shot at a good look at it over there. Now another whistle, and there will be a foul. As we said, MSJ at about the 2-minute mark hit that 5-team foul limit, so every foul thereafter will be a double bonus, and that's what we're looking at. Number 4 is Hogan McGuire on the line to shoot. He'll shoot 2. Landon Hill coming into the lineup, and Bryce Sheldon will sit down. We'll get another free throw coming up from McGuire. McGuire is one of the freshmen here on this squad. Simon Corelli chasing down that rebound. This is Simon, top of the circle, left-handed dribble, driving toward the basket. Got stripped of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Should stay with MSJ. Brandon Theriot is coming in. Arthur Trainer is coming in. Wyatt Fry will sit down, and Simon Corelli getting a break. All right, nice drive inside. 3-32 on that. That was Arthur Trainer to Ian Cornell for the shot. Now a foul coming here. All right, the MSJ foul here is going to be, it looks like they have number 5 up on the board. That would be Vincent Cavalieri picking up his second personal foul. So on the line, the shooter getting 2 free throws is Will Calder. Will, one of the seniors here on this Arlington team. Arlington, a young team. They have just 2 seniors. Not a whole lot of numbers there either. 2 seniors, including this guy, Will Calder, hits that free throw right there with under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. 26-14 is the MSJ lead. Offensive foul, as you may have just heard, on White, 32. That's Ian Cornell in the white for MSJ. Green and white. That gives it back now on possession here. All right, Eagles trying to set up with the top of the circle. Little miscommunication right there. Ball passed out of bounds with 11 seconds on the clock. 11 seconds showing on the clock left to go here in this first quarter. Mounties 26-14. Looking for maybe a last shot right here. Little give and go. Nicely done. Right to the basket. Arthur Trainer goes in for the right-handed layup. There is the buzzer. That will end our first quarter. So at the end of one quarter of basketball, a good one for MSJ. They lead it 28-14. Second quarter coming up. All right, second quarter action ready to go here, and the ball in play. The Arlington Eagles are the team inbounding here to start our second quarter. Nicely done. A lot of good patience right there. Good ball movement, working it around, trying to find the right opportunity, and then that opportunity was there for Noah Wood. Hit that shot for the Eagles. 28-16. MSJ lead. Mounties first possession here of the second quarter. And the Mounties do it very nicely. Down underneath to Evan Ferguson, right side, off the glass for the 2. Ethan Pickering, right side of the free throw line. 15-footer off the rim, no good. Mounties rebound, breakaway down the floor. A couple of shots put up, finally finished off there. Number 12 is James Williams, got the 2. Initial shot, Gavin Treener. Hogan McGuire with a shot. Eagles rebound. They get another shot off. 3-point range. Brady Cross going to miss that one. Up and down the floor. We are running the floor right there. Brandon Theriot is going to drop it in for the 2 on the breakaway layup. Well, good job right there. Good teamwork. Didn't get the 2, but looked pretty good there. Gavin Treener on the steal. Nice feed to Evan Ferguson. Got an open shot at it. Couldn't get it to drop in, though. And goes back now to the Arlington Eagles. 2 minutes gone here in this second quarter. Noah Wood with a shot. Mounties are going to get a breakaway layup there. Brandon Theriot in for the 2. 36-16 is the MSJ lead. There's a block. Good, nice defensive play there on the end of the floor by James Williams. Nice fast break right there by the Mounties. They're going to get 2 more. And that will give a reason for the Eagles here to take a timeout to regroup there after we get a Mountie run there. Timeout on the floor. MSJ up on top, 38-16. Okay, we're just about done with the timeout. Gavin Treener hit that last basket for MSJ. Wanted to do a double check on that. So MSJ leading by a score of 38-16. A little bit of a run here, and Arlington Eagles trying to regroup here. They take the timeout. Now the timeout over, and they have inbounded it. We have 5:09 left to go here in this first half. Ethan Pickering with a shot. Arthur Treener on the rebound. This is Arthur with it top of the MSJ circle. To Gavin Treener, now down low in the paint. They get it inside to Evan Ferguson. Takes it strong to the hoop for the 2. Eagles trying to beat the Mounties down the floor. They pass it full length of the court on the inbound. That tipped. MSJ doing a good job getting down quickly on defense. They tip it, lose it out of bounds. Eagles will inbound now from the baseline with 4.5 minutes left to go first half. That's going to be 3 right there. Nicely done. Lining that one up was Hogan McGuire. Hitting for that 3. Much needed for the Eagles. Here's a 3 on the other side. Just when you figure you're making a little headway there, then Brandon Theriot going to hit it for 3. All right, Eagles underneath the basket to Bryce Sheldon. Number 2 going to hit the bucket with 3:40 left to go first half. 43-21 as we trade baskets. MSJ's Evan Ferguson going to pick up the offensive foul right there. Here the Mounties right here with a whole new crew coming in. We're going to substitute 5 players here, looks like. Take the whole lineup out and put another whole lineup in there. Try to run them down as we go. Wyatt Fry into the ball game. We see number 4 in there, which is Simon Corrali. We'll get more here as we move along the way. Jacob Lambert back in there. Shot top of the circle is Hogan McGuire, going to miss that one. Vincent Cavalieri back into the game. Ian Cornell, the 5th Mountie out there. So I think I got everybody, as we got 3:16 left to go here in the first half. We looked at a pretty good defensive play right there by Wyatt Fry, blocking that last Arlington shot. Now I think we got an out of bounds here on the sideline. So we have 2:50 remaining left to go. That was an Eagle turnover. MSJ is going to have it back. Eagles going to full court pressure here. Vincent Cavalieri with a shot misses. Ian Cornell misses. Top of the circle, they get it out to Ian Cornell. Actually, that was Wyatt Fry on top there. Wyatt's going to get called for a double dribble. So that'll be a turnover with 2:08 left to go here in this first half. All right, Landon Hill just picked up a personal foul, so that'll have MSJ inbounding with 1:57 left to go here in the quarter. We're second quarter, first half action. Mounties with a pretty healthy lead, 43-21. This Division IV matchup, or SVLD division. Simon Corrali on the left wing for a three-point shot, put back up there. Another shot, I believe that was Wyatt Fry. Got a rebound, and number 11 at the other end. Wyatt Fry's 11 for MSJ. That was Noah Wood. Noah hitting that breakaway layup. All right, we just come under a minute left to go here in the first half. MSJ possession. Wyatt Fry on that shot attempt. Arlington rebound. Mounties back quickly on defense. Here comes Ethan Pickering, top of the circle. 3-point try off the rim. Fry with the rebound. And I think Wyatt Fry was looking for Simon Corrali there to cut to the basket, but he was headed that way, then stopped there, and the ball goes out of bounds with 28 seconds left to go here in the first half. So it's been a good half. MSJ with the full court press. That causing a little bit of difficulty here for the Arlington Eagles. Points on turnovers. MSJ built a nice little lead, 43-23. And that helps right there. So we have a shot for three. Hogan McGuire going to hit that bucket. And what we do have here is a timeout that was called by MSJ after that last three was hit. All right, so here is the situation showing on the clock. We'll keep it going right here as we have 15.8 seconds remaining to go in the half. MSJ 43, Arlington Eagles 26. MSJ and Arlington both SVLD division teams. And a very competitive division here. So just talking earlier with folks here at the Convent Avenue Gymnasium. A lot of fun is Mill River playing in this group of teams, and Proctor. And we have, of course, MSJ and Pulteney. So lots of good Rutland County basketball in the SVLD division. All right, timeout just about over with, and we'll have Mounties inbounding to probably finish up this second quarter. MSJ's having a very good start to their season. 5-1 coming here tonight. All right, MSJ going to get a shot off. That was Ian Cornell, number 32. Took that last shot. As you see, the Arlington Eagles coming off the floor. And over here to our right, you see the stands at the Convent Avenue Gymnasium. These are the MSJ Mounties. They finish up a good first half. We'll show you the scoreboard right here. And there's the story at the half. Home team, MSJ 43. Visitors, Arlington Eagles 26 at the half. Okay, we have 8 minutes up on the board, ready to start our third quarter. It's MSJ 43, Arlington High School 26. And it's boys basketball varsity action here. Martin McDonough Gymnasium on Lenny Burke Court, and we're underway with our third quarter. MSJ Mounties inbound the ball. They have first possession here. Pretty healthy lead they built in that first half, and there will be a turnover very quickly. Ball picked up there by the Eagles. This is Ethan Pickering, the other end of the floor, number 3 with it, controlling top of the circle. Always interesting to see the start of the second half, third quarter action, what kind of adjustments are made during that halftime talk. Obviously a little bit more offense needed out of this Arlington squad. Pickering at the free throw line, took a good shot, 15-footer there, is going to come off the rim, no good, going to be rebounded by the Mounties. Mounties again start doing what they did so well in the first half. Quickly down the floor into James Williams' hands. Williams off the glass for the two. 45-26. Mounties back in a zone defense here once again. Ball goes top of the circle. Landon Hill over to Hogan McGuire, right side. Eagles taking their time, moving it around here nicely, trying to find the right opening here, right opportunity. Pickering driving in toward the paint. We'll pass it over into that right corner. And now it has to be saved in play, but into MSJ hands. And again, they get a good fast break going down the floor. Very good quickness there. Brandon Theriot goes in for the shot, got fouled. There should be a couple of shots coming for Theriot. That'll be our first foul here of the second half. And going up on the board there is Brady Cross, number 21, that will pick up the foul. So we'll have 2 free throws coming. Brandon Theriot is one of the seniors here on this MSJ team. And shows some nice foul shooting form right there. He'll get one more, makes the score 46-26. Back to a 20-point advantage for the Mounties. All right, now 21-point advantage. I think that'll match our largest lead of the ball game right there. It was 20 back in that second quarter. It's going to be another turnover here by the Eagles. They get back quickly on defense. Mounties work it inside for a shot, which is missed. They get the rebound. Good quick ball movement. Nice crisp passing right around that horn there for another shot. Rebounded this time by the Eagles. Let's see, Mounties quickly down the floor, chasing it down on defense. Hogan McGuire brought it down the floor. And there is a foul on the play, and it looks like Hogan McGuire will be on the line to shoot, so he's going to get a couple. As we said, a young team these Arlington Eagles are. Hogan McGuire here is listed as a freshman, one of two freshmen on the roster. Hits the free throw. There's just two seniors on this Arlington team. Number 3, Ethan Pickering is a senior, and number 22, Will Calder is the other senior. Right in the middle, nice spinning move there, making some room for a shot. Evan Ferguson lays it over the front of the rim for the two. 49-27 MSJ lead. Another turnover by the Eagles. Just having trouble taking care of the basketball here. All right, so there's another foul. That'll be on the Eagles. Pickering will pick up his first personal foul. MSJ will be inbounding. Arthur Triner, one of the starters here in this third quarter, will be the inbounder. Inbounds it to the right wing to Gavin Triner. Gavin puts up the shot for 3, misses. Back to that right corner. We get another 3-point attempt put up by Arthur Triner. Going to miss it. And hanging back there open. And with a good opportunity was Landon Hill, but couldn't handle the pass. Got out of bounds and back to MSJ, but good opportunity there. He was there all alone. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go here. Third quarter action. MSJ's Martin McDonough Gymnasium. Brandon Theriot with a 3-point attempt to misses. We have a tie up underneath the basket. Good positioning there, James Williams. Yeah, it looks like we'll have a foul, too, in all that activity. All right, so yes, we will. We're going to have an Arlington foul on Noah Wood, and that's actually Noah Wood's third personal foul. MSJ, couple of shots, nothing going to go. Good rebound, nice quick move down the floor. We have a whistle and a kick, I think. No, a foul maybe? Let's see. We'll hold. I think that was the signal. I think I got it right the first time. There was a kicking violation, kicked the ball there. So it's going to be Arlington inbounding at the baseline. Evan Ferguson on that breakaway shot attempt. And finally does finish it off. That was Evan, number 1 there, that tipped it in. Well, he missed the first time. Got another opportunity there and does drop it in for the 2. MSJ's up on top, leading here by a score of 51-27 right now. So pretty comfortable lead here with 4:22 left to go here in this third quarter. All right, what we have here is a timeout here on the floor. So the situation is MSJ 51, Arlington 27. You're looking at the Arlington Eagles out of Arlington High School And timeout on the floor. 4:15 left to go third quarter, and we'll have more coming up. Okay, timeout is over with, and the ball inbounded, stolen on the inbounds by the Mounties, and they get a breakaway shot put up there. First one got missed, but then tipping it back up, cleaning things up, as they say, was James Williams. James will tip it in for the two. So it's 53-27 now. Eagles Pickering there. Nice shot, beauty right there. A little fadeaway jumper. I think that'll be two. All right, again, they had to fix the net there, which they do with the help of a couple MSJ players. All right, drive and shot and foul, apparently. All right, they're calling Hogan McGuire, or putting Hogan McGuire's number up on the board there as the foul is going to be on him, his first personal. That's 4 team fouls, by the way, on the Eagles. MSJ is going to send a couple of new players coming into the ball game. See, Simon Corrali is coming in. Ian Cornell is coming into the lineup. On the line shooting, this is Brandon Terrio. He'll get a second free throw, hits that one. So with 3:42 left to go here, third quarter, 55-29, the MSJ lead. That would be a lane violation, so the Arlington Eagles trying to get some shooting room. That was Pickering. He was underneath in some heavy traffic with some tall players around him. Couldn't get a shot off, and then a couple of other players in there as well. And lane violation. There's a turnover. Pass intercepted down the floor. Back to Pickering. Pickering going in for the shot. Puts up a good try there. This one will come off the rim. No good. Going to be a rebound. MSJ. That's Jacob Lambert clearing the boards, number 23. Nice drive, underhanded layup, in for the shot. Ian Cornell for the Mounties. Here's a steal by the Mounties. This will be a breakaway layup. We've done that all evening. Jacob Lambert picking that one off, taking it right in for the right-handed layup. Landon Hill with a three-point attempt. Well, Mounties trying again to get a fast break going down the floor. And down there by himself, couldn't handle the pass, though, was Jacob Lambert. They throw this bullet pass to him, goes through his hands, out of bounds with 2:25 left to go here, third quarter. Mr. Nick Davis, the head coach there in front of us for the MSJ Mounties. Got to like what he sees for the Mounties here tonight. Played 3 good, solid quarters. Well, we have a whistle and a foul. All right, that'll be MSJ's third team foul. That's going to be foul number 3 on Ian Cornell. Eagles will inbound. They get it in play right underneath. That was nicely done. Will Calder, or the other one of the other 2 seniors on this team, hitting that bucket. MSJ, a little dish off. Right there to Vincent Cavalieri, and Cavalieri hit the shot for the Mounties. There's an out-of-bounds turnover the other end of the floor with under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Eagles putting the full court pressure on MSJ, which MSJ did to them for the first half of the ball game. That's a traveling violation. A couple of different MSJ's shots. Wyatt Fry, we saw take one. Ian Cornell with a shot. Nothing going to drop in on the traveling violation. Gives it back to the Eagles with 1:32 left to go in the third quarter. All right, that'll be a fourth foul, personal foul on Ian Cornell with 1:09 left to go here in the quarter. Underneath the Eagles basket, looked like it got loose there for a moment. Noah Wood comes up with it, though, pops it right up and drops into for the 2. There's a steal by the Eagles. Let's see to Pickering. Pickering going in for a breakaway shot attempt. Misses that. Rebound Mounties. They get a fast break going the other end of the floor. Their shot off and side of the rim. That one no good. Vincent Cavalieri took that shot. End-to-end action here. All right, Pickering will set up with it. Got about a half a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Noah Wood's shot going to be off the mark. Rebound shot attempt. There's a foul on that play. That's Bryce Sheldon, number 2. That got the rebound, goes up. And he is. That might be it for Ian Cornell. I think that's number 5 on him. It is. There's Ian right there, number 32, just fouled out of this game here with 15 seconds left in the third quarter. James Williams will be in as a replacement. And we'll have a couple of free throws coming here at the line to shoot for the Arlington Eagles is Bryce Sheldon. Sheldon will get 2. (61-34). Full court pressure coming from the Eagles. Mounties break that. Down the floor, they get a shot. Let's see if that is, no, traveling violation. I was going to say maybe a foul on that play, but there is a few extra steps there for Wyatt Fry will be called for the travel. Put a shot up, though. That's waved off. Eagles with 8 seconds now on the clock. All right, we come to the end of our third quarter, and there you go. There's the scoreboard. It's MSJ 61, Arlington 34. Fourth quarter coming up. All right, we're underway with the fourth quarter here. Martin McDonough Gymnasium, Convent Avenue in Rutland. 2026. We are in the beginning days of the new year here in basketball in full swing. Tuesday, January 13th here today. MSJ coming into their home gymnasium here, 5-1. There's a foul. All right, so an MSJ foul is going to be on James Williams, and we'll have a shooter on the line to shoot a couple here for the Eagles. And on the line is Noah Wood, and Noah will shoot 2. This is fourth quarter action. SVLD division. And once again, some very good teams here in this D division. One of the best is, or the best at the moment, is West Rutland. They're 6-0 overall. Okay, the official calling a foul on MSJ. This will be on Jacob Lambert. That will pick up his third personal. We're in the fourth quarter, just a half a minute gone. MSJ pretty comfortable with that 61-35 advantage. Nice inbounds play. I believe that was Noah Wood that hit that. Kind of behind a few players there, but that was 2 for the Eagles. Now we get an out of bounds here off MSJ, so Eagles will be inbounding here at the sideline, and it looks like Will Calder will put it in play. Here's Will, inbounds it to Ethan Pickering, the only two seniors, those two guys on this team. Pickering now with shot over on the right sideline, tries for a three-point shot. Arthur Triner with the rebound. This is Arthur Triner down the floor. Out on top, back to Arthur Triner, baseline right corner. They'll kick it over into that left corner. That'll be all of 3 on that one. Lighting it up is Wyatt Fry. Wyatt will get 3 for that. All right, Wyatt Fry's shot looks like it's going to get knocked out of bounds off Arlington. MSJ is going to keep it, so they'll inbound here at the baseline. Vincent Cavalieri, the inbounder. All the way out, just about half court. Mounties will set up here. There'll be 3 ball right there. Vincent Cavalieri. Good patient ball movement there by the Mounties. Vincent wide open, puts up the 3. There's a good attempt at the other end of the floor by Bryce Sheldon, number 2 for the Eagles. That one partially blocked, I believe. But anyway, Mounties with the rebound with 5 minutes, approaching 5 left to go here in this ball game. Nice little jumper hit right side. Arthur Triner going to get 2 for that. Pickering shot around the cylinder and comes back out. Now battle for that rebound. We're going to have a foul. All right, that'll be on Pickering, his second personal foul with 4:46 left to go here in this contest. MSJ 69, Arlington 37. Arlington back waiting on defense, and the Mounties will bring it down the floor. James Williams and Arthur Triner over the half-court line. There's a baseline drive, shot coming in on the right side. Get a missed shot, but a good job by James Williams to chase down the rebound. All right, Justin Aldrich just picked up the personal foul, and that'll be his first. It'll stop our clock with 4:15 left to go in this contest. And on the line shooting for MSJ, James Williams. And Coach Nick Davis going to his bench. We have 3 substitutions coming in now for the Mounties. So a good opportunity for everybody to get a little playing time in. A second free throw by James Williams coming up. As we said, this Mountie team, pretty veteran team. They got 6 seniors. Williams is one of them. Misses that second free throw. Bryce Sheldon with a rebound for the Eagles. Brady Cross with that shot attempt. That'll come off the rim, goes out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to stay here with the Eagles. So Mounties will touch that one last with 4:02 left to go in our contest. All right, Arlington's head coach, Mr. Kyle Callanan, will take a timeout. This is the Arlington Eagle team you're looking at. And your 2 officials out here doing a fine job on the floor here tonight at MSJ's Convent Avenue Gymnasium. Here's some of the crowd here at MSJ. And of course, working just as hard as anybody out here, the cheerleading squad. Not a whole lot of them, but there they are, MSJ cheerleaders. Doing a nice job here tonight. And here are the MSJ Mounties, 5-1 coming into this contest tonight. And pretty likely to go on to be 6-1 after this contest here tonight. So things definitely start getting interesting in the month of January. Get a pretty good feel for who's doing what here as you get several games under your belt. And MSJ's only loss to that West Rutland team. It happened back in the first game of the season. So a lot of folks will be looking for that next matchup. All right, timeout over with. Eagles, nice job, a nice cover up there by Noah Wood. Able to shield himself there from the defender to hit that off the glass for the 2. Nice bucket. All right, Mounties get it inside for a shot. Phil Welch put that shot up, and Phil got fouled. As you could just see, pretty clear foul right there. So he'll be on the line. He'll be shooting a couple, and we'll have a personal foul going up on the board there for the Arlington Eagles. And Ethan Pickering, number 3, picks up his 3rd personal with 3:41 left to go in this contest. This Eagle team came here with a winning record, 4-3 overall. So they've done all right this season. Again, they've had first 3 wins of the year, so they started off on a good note, defeating Green Mountain High School, Sharon Academy, and Long Trail, and went into a little bit of a slide with 3 losses in a row. They did lose to the Poultney Blue Devils. That's always a big rivalry when those 2 play. That must have been a fun game to watch. Eagle shot, Mountie rebound here as we approach the 3-minute mark left to go in our contest. And a big roar out of the crowd right there as you see that shot by Cash. 40er drop in for the 2. All right, Ethan Pickering is going to hit that shot from underneath the Arlington basket. All right, we come under 2 minutes left to go in the contest. MSJ leading 72-41. And it will be MSJ inbounding here as we have our final 2 minutes here on the floor at Martin McDonough Gymnasium. This has been a production here on PEG TV. Hope you enjoyed it. Always fun to come down here to MSJ. There's a shot up and good, or no good, I should say. Pickering with a fadeaway jumper at the other end of the floor. All right, reverse layup try underneath Noah Wood coming through the lane under the basket. Made a good attempt there, did not get it to go. We got under a minute left to go here in the ball game. Nice drive to the Eagle basket. Hogan McGuire, number 4, hit that basket. MSJ trying to get down the floor in a hurry with it. We see the ball go out of bounds off the Mounties. Arlington Eagles will inbound here with 25 seconds left to go in this contest. But it was a good performance here by the Mounties tonight. Obviously going on to pick up a win here with a 5-1 record coming in. 6-1 they will leave with. And the Arlington Eagles will go to an even 500 record. They'll be 4-4 here. 4-3 coming in. Mounties are going to tag a loss on them here tonight. 18 seconds left to go. All right, we have 11 seconds left to go here in the contest. We'll have foul number 5 happening here on the Eagles. It's Carson Clark. His number, no, correct that. Ethan Pickering. They had it backwards up there. So number 3 picks up his 5th personal foul. That's Pickering. Ethan Pickering's had a pretty good ball game here tonight in a losing effort. Obviously, MSJ going to go on to win this one, but on the line shooting here for a couple of free throws will be Arthur Trainer. Arthur will shoot 2. Just hits the first one. He'll get one more. All right, MSJ Mounties back quickly, and this might be our final possession here of the ball game. Here, we'll see. Eagle basket, no, in and out. Thought they were going to get 2 on that, or 3 even. Will Calder with that final shot. So the final score right here at MSJ's Convent Avenue Gymnasium. We get our final handshake here. We'll watch that in front of us. 74-43 is your final score. MSJ winning over Arlington. MSJ goes to 6-1 overall here with this win tonight. The Eagles go to 4-4 overall with the loss. We'll try to get you some final scoring statistics coming up here from Martin McDonough Gymnasium. All right, everybody's starting to file out of Martin McDonough Gymnasium, and we have some final scoring stats for you. So we thank Rodney Ward for these stats. There's Rodney right in front of you, keeping the scorebook here at MSJ. And we thank him very much. And here's what we have for you. And it was Brandon Theriot with a total of 14 points. Evan Ferguson finishes up with 17 points. Gavin Trainer with a total of 5 points. Arthur Trainer with 8 points. Vincent Cavallari, 7 points. Wyatt Fry with 6 points. James Williams, 7 points. Jacob Lombard with a total of 4 points. And let's see, Cash Fortier, 2 points. And Ian Cornell with a total of 4 points. And that, I believe, is everybody. On the other side of the ledger, we have Bryce Sheldon with 3, Ethan Pickering with 10, Hogan McGuire with 13 points, Noah Wood with 14 points, and Will Calder with a total of 3 points. So again, nice win here for the Mounties. They go to 6-1 on the season with this 74-43 win over the Arlington High School Eagles. Eagles will go to 4-4 record on the season, and they're going to have a nice season, I'm sure. And it's been a lot of fun here at the Martin McDonough Gymnasium tonight, a production on PEG TV. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.